Hey everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time we went into Irithyll Dungeon in the profaned capital and slayed our second Lord of Cinder with the help of Sigvard, that's his name, from Katarina, who actually sacrificed himself to help us win the battle. That was a very sad moment, but hey, at least we defeated Yorm together. Kind of, a little bit. We also cleared out the rest of Irithyll Dungeon, which took for freaking ever because that area is huge and complicated, but it was fun, to me anyway. This time, I'm going to start on the first optional area of the game, which is actually hiding right here in this room. I'm sure you remember those two items down there. Yep, there we go. Those two items, as well as that figure standing down there. We've had seemingly no way to get down there, but look carefully and you can see a ledge that, honestly, can I just drop there? Wait, let me throw a prism stone. I don't think prism stones shatter in this game like they do in Elden Ring. Can I just fall down onto that with the silver cat ring and not take fall damage? Could I maybe approach it from this side? No, can't possibly climb around these stalagmites. Silly me. This is not what you're supposed to do to get down to this area, but I'm very curious to see if you can. So I think I might end up just dying in the intro here real quick, just to test that out. Whee! Oh my god, you could totally just survive that. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to break the bridge, and then it actually turns into a ladder you can climb down. But you could also just drop down from the top using the silver cat ring. Oh man, that was fun. You know, I actually remembered something I wanted to do this episode, and it's gonna involve me quitting out and going back in. Don't worry, the game saves your position. Unless the platform you're standing on is considered unstable, all boss arenas are considered unstable, and any moving platforms, which we haven't seen any of. I forgot that I did want to go online for this episode. We might be invaded, like, instantly. I don't really care. It's gonna happen. I did watch a video today that said, like, there is a threat playing online in Dark Souls 1 at the moment. There's hackers running rampant in that game that can invade you and kill NPCs using other tools. Oh, that is considered unstable ground. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess I'll have to make the drop back down there again. Whee! There we go, perfect. Thank you, Silver Cat Ring. Oh yeah, let me also change my armor real quick. Anyway, yeah, I hope the same isn't happening in this game. I don't think it is, so I think we should be fine. We're gonna wear Patches' set. I think we killed him the time before last time. This is what he looks like. If you ask me, his clothes look way better on me than they do on him. Just his stupid bald head poking out from the rest of it. Like, it suits him, kind of, but it also just looks so weird. Alright, we have another demon, similar to the one we fought with Sigvard, who passed away. Very sad. Anyway, there's also a Mimic up here, and it's possible to have this guy damage the Mimic. In fact, he just did, for 385 damage. I don't think the Mimic ever goes after him. I think it... Oh yeah, no, he does. Never mind. Oh yes! Thank you very much, demon friend, for taking out this Mimic for me. I love fighting the Mimic that way. I still have this Karthus milk ring on. After I kill this guy, no matter how many tries it takes, I should switch out my rings, put on new ones. I feel like I've had the same rings on for a while. Oh, right. Oh, no, this guy has ads. This guy's running ads. He stretched the video out to 8 minutes, and he's running mid-roll ads. I discovered recently, oh yeah, the skeletons, actually they're not ads because they're going after him. This is a weird battle. The skeletons will sometimes go after him, sometimes go after you. Okay, good to know. That hurts. Owie. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, that guy's got white eyes, so he'll respawn. Hopefully he'll help me take out the demon. Are you here to fight the demons? I don't even know what's happening because the camera's not helping matters one bit. Okay, good thing the fire breath attacks are like, you just dodge them once and you're fine. Okay, we're wrecking him, we're wrecking him. Yes! Alright, there's the demon killed. Skeletons will be after me now, but that's okay. Soul of a demon. Okay, I can go turn that in, honestly. Next time I see a thing. You didn't have white eyes, so I don't think you're gonna respawn. Anyway, let's switch out my rings. What else did I want to say? I don't remember what I was going to say there. Oh yeah, I discovered recently that even if your channel is not in the partner program, like my main channel, Omencito, is not in the partner program right now, I'm planning on looking into it eventually once I release my next main channel video. Boost attacks as long as attacking persists. You know, let's try that, I guess. Or I could try one of these, like boost attacks when HP is full. I don't know. I don't know which one of these would be good. Oh, actually, no, I do. This will be good for next area. Then instead of this, we can try out the boost attacks as long as attacking persists. Because I am attacking a lot of times in a row. I don't have a lot of good stamina. I guess I could put this on to synergize well with it. But fall damage prevention is fine. You can't have every good ring on. Let's put on Chloranthy. Alright. But yeah, my FNAF HoloTube Sector video on the main channel now has ads running on it, even though I'm not making any money off of it. It's just because it's a popular video and YouTube needs it. I get it. I understand. I am partially on the side of, like, bro, YouTube needs this money. I don't know why we complain about ads so much. YouTube, this is, like, one of the few ways YouTube makes money. And if it doesn't make money through this, then there is no YouTube. So, like... Hey, yo. Like, I don't think they make... What? I thought you were... Okay, I thought you would already respawned. I guess not. Okay, lots of skeletons to kill down here. A lot of them are wide-eyed, so this is gonna be annoying. Anyway, I think I was gonna say, like, stuff like YouTube Premium. YouTube does not make a ton of money off of that. I don't think, anyway. I thought these skeletons used to fight each other, but maybe not. I don't know why I picked up that item. I knew full well what attack that skeleton was doing, and I just, I made a fool out of myself just then. I think I might just kite these guys around, loop them like they're in Dead by Daylight or something. The next Dead by Daylight killer, a Dark Souls skeleton, could you imagine? Oh, right, I remember I had the demon kill those guys, but the demon's no longer alive, so yeah, and he's a permanent kill, so yeah. Witch Ring, I think that boosts pyromancies. I unfortunately have no use for that. I haven't been using pyromancies. Speaking of Dead by Daylight, hi Solaire, what's up? Can I just say, he has white eyes, of course. Springtrap. The Springtrap PTB looks fucking sick. Oh my god, that might, like... I think I've said before, the FNAF collab might actually get me back into that game. I still don't know about that. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but it looks awesome. I really love that. There's someone offering their summon sign here. That's interesting. We are online, so we're gonna see some stuff like that. What did I want from here again? I was thinking I wanted something from here, and now I don't... Oh, right. Transpose the soul of the demon. See what we can get. First of all, let's read about it, because it is a big, important soul. Demons are bored of the Chaos Flame, but the flame has not survived, and the demons are a dying race. So that is the whole deal with this next area. This next area is all about the demons and their origin story, which we'll be discovering as we go. Demon's Great Axe, not strength build, so this will not help for me. Because, oh my god, 28 strength. Demons bored of chaos harbor fire, and yet they are twisted and malformed such that they were never meant to be. So, like... The demons were twisted. They're supposed to look more, quote, normal, but they now look twisted? Or is it the demon's existence itself is twisted? Not really sure. Demon's Fist. Burns with fiery essence. There's no lore here. Cool. Yeah, okay. Between these two, I have no use for either of them. I'll get the Great Axe just because it's cooler looking.
Ah, fine kindling for the thrones, is it not? Each soul truly worthy of lordship, and all slain by thy hand, to bind them to their thrones, even in death. Oh, I have no qualms, for as we are to our thrones, thou art to thy duty. In fact, methinks thou'st helped these poor lords along their rightful path.
Yeah, they all deserve to die. Screw you for wanting something new for the world. Alright, drop back down in the ash. I totally forgot he had that dialogue, so I skipped the first part of it because that's just a habit of mine. Finally got our third bonfire in the Catacombs of Carthus tab. It was weird how there were only two before. Yeah, there were like only two bonfires in that whole area. It's very small. Anyway, though, this area technically isn't Catacombs of Carthus, but I do think it follows that tab, but yeah. This is a whole other place entirely. There's a reason I saved it for now. It's very, very different down here. Welcome to Smouldering Lake. This is meant to be kind of a rehash of sorts of Ash Lake, except now it's on fire. Ash Lake from Dark Souls 1. I will say, this place looks considerably less impressive. Projectile ahead, yeah, thank you. This place looks a little less impressive than Ash Lake from Dark Souls 1, because Ash Lake, in that first game, went so far in the distance. Like, these huge, like, arch trees right here, you could only walk up to 2 of them. That was the whole area. The rest were really, really far away from you, and I think it made such a cool backdrop, such an expansive area. This, though, it looks way smaller, like it's just in some cave. This doesn't feel quite as special as that area once did. That said, though, I still like this place visually. I mean, it's something other than boring gray, brown, yellow, you know? I mean, it is gray and it is yellow from the flames, but still. Okay, so this is a triple crossbow thing. Shoots 3 at you, and then you're free to pick up a Titanite shard. I think I actually would like to do something with it before I go too far in this area. Oh, shit. Let me avoid over there, because that's a big sandworm coming out of the ground. I don't like that. I'm just gonna stay out of its way. The sandworm is very simple attacks. I don't think it tracks you very much. It's weird to me how you have to dodge roll from these because these projectiles track you a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I should be able to avoid them just by running, but I can't. Yeah, sandworm, we'll get to you later. For now, I think it destroyed this wall. It sure did. There's a secret item behind it, speckled stone plate ring. That guards every single damage negation, I'm pretty sure. Though, it guards them each less than one of the rings that only boosts 1 would. So, like, you know, if I'm looking to block fire damage, the fire damage negation ring or fire damage absorption ring is still a better choice than the speckled ring. There we go. So what you want to do next, what you're required to do at least, okay, that was a decent amount of damage, is have the ballista thing blast this open so you can go down here. And this is where the majority of the area takes place. Up there is a big flat expanse with items, but this is where most of your traversing will be done. Down in these catacombs underneath the catacombs. The catacombs that go down to a cave that go down to more catacombs. It's a very weird world layout, but I like that. I think that's the idea. It's supposed to be weird. Not just from, like, a visual, artistic standpoint, but also from the fact that, like, in this world, this Age of Fire has been going on for so long that the land is, like, grinding together, moving around, and now it looks all fucked up and strange. Oh, no, it's you guys. All right. Hope I have better luck against you. I hate these Pyromancer guys. I hated fighting them in my main channel playthrough, but now with my increased damage, they're nowhere near as hard. At least that one wasn't. We'll see how they are later, though. I might hate them as we go. Is that another summon sign? 10. Summon this phantom. Okay, your face is rotting away. I think if it weren't for that, I would consider it. But also, I don't really want to summon a player in. I'd rather go it solo unless I get invaded, which could happen anytime, honestly. I'm not being invaded yet. I wonder if I still have, like, an invasion cooldown on me. That'll go away if I do something. But I feel like I should be invaded at some point, though, right? There are a couple areas of the game that are, like, designated invasion zones, and I actually think Farron Keep is one of them. If you go online around Farron Keep, you can be invaded, like, basically all the time in that area, because that's where the Watchdogs of Farron reside, and whenever you're in one of the zones of a territorial covenant like that, then you can always be invaded. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. This guy is still available. No one summoned them yet. Dwindling player base, maybe? I mean, I don't know. There's still plenty of people playing. Okay, Titanite Shard. Yeah, it's just like, if I summoned someone in to help, I don't know if they would want to, like, rush off, do their own thing. Because I want to go through the area at my own pace, and I feel like if I'm not doing what the summoned person wants me to do, then I'd feel like I'm wasting their time. And so, yeah. That's why I'm going to avoid summoning other players in. If it's an NPC, though, I might do it, just because it's an NPC. They don't give a shit. They're robots. They're programmed not to care. Alright, I got Isleth Pyromancy Tome, so I can go give this to the dude. In fact, you know, there's a bonfire right next door. That's all that room had. Let's just go do it. Rest at the bonfire. and head back to the Schronbeyer. I want to make it a thing that I call this, that I call that the Schronbeyer. A whip. Alright. I think Cornix will accept this. We still have not found another tome for Irina, and that's just because, like, there basically are none. Every single miracle tome is a dark one, aside from, like, the first one in, where was that even? The swamp place.
What have we here? A pyromancy tome from Izalith. Then you found the home of pyromancy. Brilliant. I will never curse being old and undead again. Now, show it here, quickly. Let us channel them together. The primal pyromancy is known only to old Master Salaman.
Master Salamander? Isn't that just Salamander, but with the dur cut off? Alright, so we unlocked Great Combustion Chaos Storm. Actually, I don't think we unlocked this. Maybe? It's hard to tell. Great Chaos Fire Orb is interesting because, oh yeah, Chaos Storm, both of these Chaos ones don't require any intelligence and faith at all to use. You can always use them. Assuming you have enough souls to buy them, which I don't. Can I sell to you? You can't. Profuse Sweat. Temporarily boosts all resistances. I think I'm good. I don't want to sweat profusely. I'm already doing that with how hot this area is. Karthus Beacon. Damage increases with consecutive attacks. Dude, I have a ring on that does that. I don't need that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save my money, and I might take another look at these, because I use them a little bit in my main channel playthrough, but not really enough to get good use out of it. That said, you know, I might not go down the pyromancy road at all. We'll have to see. Got a message next to you. I'm gonna avoid reading it. I know what it says already. It's either something really boring or something suggestive. That's your options for any messages placed near the Firekeeper. All right, back in we go. Smouldering Lake. Yeah, what a lake, am I right? Look at this lake we're exploring. Okay, so I do want to wait a little bit, because then the Pyromancer will go past the hallway and he won't see me as I'm running through. Then I can go down here safely and soundly. And yes, I know there was an illusory wall in that room. I will get back to it. There's actually a lot of illusory walls in this area, if I remember correctly, so future me is going to have his work cut out for him editing this, huh? Ember! Uh-oh. Yeah, we have a Return of the Grooves. I haven't mentioned their existence, mainly just because, I don't know, they've never been on topic. They're here, I guess. I guess they're somewhat related to the demons. So this all has to do with the plot point in the first Dark Souls, where it's like one of the 4... Oh my god, there's a lot of enemies here. That's toxic as well. Can you stop spitting that? Alright. One of the 4 powerful people who found the Lord Souls within the First Flame was the Witch of Izalith, and she is who created pyromancies. She slayed the dragons in the Age of Ancients using the power of pyromancy. And, as I mentioned before, the Witch of Izalith, as the First Flame started fading for the very first time all that time ago, the Witch of Izalith tried to recreate it using her fire magic. But the process went horribly. Demons were created, and both the Witch of Izalith and all her daughters and her one son that went unmentioned in the intro to Dark Souls 1 were all converted into these horrible-looking beasts. Like, if you've seen Chaos Witch Quelaag in the first Dark Souls, that's what happened. That's what happened. Quelaag was one of the daughters of Izalith, and that's what happened to them. It's not pretty. And Izalith herself was easily, like, the most mutated, as she turned into the bed of chaos in that game. Oh god, oh god, oh god. One of the bosses you have to fight in that game. And she doesn't even look like a person anymore. It's crazy what happened. And Smouldering Lake is basically the effects of the Chaos Flame being felt all the way here in Lothric all these centuries and millennia later. It's still here, it's still, like, hanging out underneath the surface, it's still bound to this world, and it's, like, slowly burning down the arch trees of Ash Lake. That's the lore of Smouldering Lake from what I understand. Breathing. I can't claim to fully understand the lore because, honestly, I don't. I don't know the full story of every character, and that's because I'm gonna make a bold statement here. I don't think there is one. I don't think there is a full story for any of the characters in this game. There's a lot of blanks left for the players to fill in, and that's because the director of these games, Hidetaka Miyazaki, structured the stories to be this vague because he remembers having a fondness for how when he was getting into fantasy novels when he was younger and didn't know English, he would try to read English fantasy novels and he couldn't understand all of the story, but he got like major names and bits and pieces, and so he tried to fill in the blanks himself. He really liked that experience, and so that's why these games are so vague, because he wants to recreate that feeling, that experience for the players. What that means to me is that the stories are intentionally unfinished and the players are the true storytellers. Like, it's the Dark Souls community that created the story for these games more so than the creators themselves. That's just my opinion. That's how I view it. It's possible that's not completely true, but, you know. If that's the way he structured, Miyazaki just structured these games, then I have to believe that the stories are just literally unfinished. That even From Software doesn't know the answer to them because they didn't make an answer. Here's another illusory wall. Actually, I don't think we've seen an illusory wall yet. Here's a Black Knight in this room. I believe there's a useful treasure right there next to him for strength builds. Unfortunately, I'm not a strength build, so I don't know if I can make good use of it. But it's still here and worth knowing that it exists. Cool. I am definitely missing Frostbite. Like, you know, I attack the enemy a bunch of times and then they take extra damage from Frostbite. I am missing that a little bit, but, you know, it's okay. This weapon is fun enough. The way it attacks is just so cool. Black Knight Sword. So these piles of bodies here, these are demons. These are demons from Dark Souls 1. You used to fight a lot of demons back in Dark Souls 1, but now, this game, there's basically none, and that is on purpose. The demons are going extinct, and so there's very few you fight in this game. And I think that's kind of cool. Wielded by the Black Knights wander the lands, deciding to face Chaos Demons. And yeah, with this one Black Knight down here, that's definitely not helping the demons thrive. You can attack the sword greatly reduces enemy poise, reflecting the tremendous size of the enemies that the knights have fearlessly faced. Wow, good on you, knights. You did such a great job. I think this area tries to paint the demons as being like a species of animal, or perhaps even like a race of intelligent being. Kind of like how there's a lot of different, like, species in this world that all think and act like humans, and I think the demons are one of them. I'm assuming, like, these structures were built by them because this area of underground catacombs is officially known as the Demon Ruins. Shares the name with the Demon Ruins area in Dark Souls 1, so that implies that the demons created this building, or this structure, and it went to ruin, and that's why it's the Demon Ruins. Okay, I'm gonna avoid going that way. There is good stuff to get that way. Hiccup, sorry. But, there is another way into there that's a lot more convenient, so I think I'm gonna take this way first. I can't remember how these catacombs are laid out, so I'm trying to relearn them on the fly. By the way, I am considering, like, starting up a new playthrough on this channel sometime soon. I don't know how or if I'm gonna be able to, like, balance other playthroughs along with this one at the same time. I hope I can, because, like I said, I'm not editing these videos, so really most of the time taken to make one of these videos is the time spent recording. Hey, look, it's lava! The first and I believe only time you see lava in Dark Souls 3, so here it is. That's how you know we've gotten deep in the world. I want to see if there's anything around this way. I don't think there is. I think it just goes to that same lava drop, which I'm not going to take. But there's a much better way to go into that lava area. Anyway, yeah. One of my ideas... I've got two main ideas for a second channel playthrough. One is I want to start Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I've been meaning to play that for a long time. I've reinstalled it recently, so like I might start that any second. But then maybe after this playthrough's done... I might take a stab at Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. I think I've taken enough time away from that game that now I'll be, like, refreshed going back into it, and I'll be more willing to play the DLC. Because that was the main reason I didn't want to play the DLC, because I had already played so much Elden Ring around the time that it came out that I felt exhausted. I didn't want to play anymore. And so I ended up just not. And then, you know, I did end up buying it and trying it out anyway, and I had a decent amount of fun, but I had a lot, you know, I found it to be a lot more, like, exhausting and boring than fun overall, but again, that could have just been because I was feeling a bit of Elden Ring burnout. That said, it's been a long time now, been almost a year since it came out. Or 2 years? No, it's been almost a year since it came out, and I think I might want to actually give it a try now. So I just accidentally opened this illusory wall here. There's a chest behind it. That's cool. 3 large titanite shards. But wait. Illusory wall ahead. Illusion ahead. Again! There's 2 back to back. I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, we have you. We have you guys. I also have Dark Souls 1. I've been meaning to make a one-off second channel video about that. I'm not going to do a full playthrough of that game just because I fucking hate that game. It would not be an enjoyable playthrough to watch because I would just be angry all the freaking time. Unless people find that enjoyable, which, you know, fair enough. Okay, that did not go well. That went kind of well. There we go. You're in the wall now. And then the wall rejected you. The wall has rejected thee, Basilisk. Where do you get the... Oh, I do have the Curse Bite ring, don't I? Let's put that on. This I don't think is helping. Well... I mean, it activates after, like, hit number 2, but by the time I have hit number 2... Oh, I have 2 of this ring. Okay, I don't know why. By the time I get hit number 2... I'm getting a little low on stamina, or the enemy is starting an attack that has hyper armor. Yeah, I'm gonna take that off. I don't think it's boosting my damage substantially enough to make a huge difference regardless. And you know, when enemies are inflicting curse on me, I'd rather increase my curse resistance. What can I say? While I'm thinking of it, I want to go back to the whole, like, basilisks aren't that bad thing with the fact that, like, people seem to really overblow curse in the Souls games. There's so many people who are like, man, Dark Souls 2 did curse well, because in Dark Souls 2, being cursed didn't kill you. I think it just, like, damaged you and did something else. I don't know what it does in that game, but it doesn't kill you is the thing. And there's a lot of people that are like, I love that. I don't like having a status effect that instantly kills you, and I personally don't get that. Like, curse doesn't come up that often, and when it does, you just don't get hit by it. I mean, what's the problem? Is it your Dark Souls 1 days clouding your judgment? Where curse is a huge freaking threat because being cursed means you respawn with half HP? Half of your maximum health? It's like, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty annoying, but it's nothing. In the later games, they made it a lot better. It just kills you normally now. I don't know. What are these things on the walls here? These holes. They look like bug nests? But they also vaguely look like basilisk eyes, and I'm wondering if there's a connection there. Oh, fuck. I was about to drink water, but then I realized I activated the enemy. Oh, wait, he's gone. Hold on. Oh, well, he's not gone. He's just not actually there. Where is he? Okay, so this is actually a non-invader encounter with Night Slayer Sorig. We fought this guy back in Catacombs of Karthus, but now I think he's even stronger. I can't remember if I saved this guy for later in my main channel playthrough. Either way, I remember this guy being a piece of shit on my first playthrough. Oh, that hurts? I guess what's the point of it sticking into the ground there if it doesn't hurt, right? Alright, I might want to... I don't have that equipped. Okay, never mind. What if I try a spell? I feel like magic tends to be less effective on NPC battles because they can dodge roll. Now, the question is, can this guy heal? I've got him halfway down. Usually they heal about now. And I would too, if I were them. Does this guy have heals? Okay. Get stamina back. Don't be greedy. What? You can delay that? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse the hell out of me. You can delay that. Okay. Sure. Whatever, buddy. Okay, I'm taking back down this way. I don't want to go too far back down this way, though, because this is, this goes to lava. I don't like that. I wonder if Dark Souls 3 bingo matches have this guy as one of the squares. I've been watching a lot of Elden Ring bingo brawlers. It's so fun. That is such a cool kind of esport, and I kind of want to see that more widely adopted. There we go. That was not a bad battle, honestly. I think I just sucked on my first playthrough of this game, which, yeah, I mean, this game was the first FromSoft game I actually played to completion. It's not the first one I played. The first one I played was Dark Souls 1. Pretty bad introduction, if I say so myself, but that's mostly because I was going into that game expecting it to be like Bloodborne. It's not. This game is like Bloodborne, but that game is not. Anyway, though, I did play Elden Ring second, and then I bought and played this game third because Elden Ring was annoying me a little, and I wanted to and I thought maybe Dark Souls 3 would be easier, and it was overall. But yeah, it was, since it was like my first game that I actually pushed through to the end. Oh, okay. I just got kicked off the server. Cool. Do I want to try to log in again? Did I get DDoSed by someone? I don't know. I doubt it. Let's try to log in again. Okay, it works. I don't know what that was about. I hope I won't get, like, sent back. Okay, no, I'm right here where I was, so we're all fine. Back in session. That was a bit of an immersion breaker, though. Yet another reason why I don't like playing these games online very much. I'm just doing it for these videos, honestly. We're going past, because I'd rather fight him in here. This is a much better space. Because then I have no threat of falling off the bridge. Wow, okay. Am I just playing super well today, or... Because I feel like these battles have been going a lot better than I expected them to, because that Black Knight's hard. I remember dying on my main channel playthrough a couple times, but here I am, doing it just fine. Okay, so there are items down in the lava. Thing is, to survive in the lava, you need to have Flash Sweat on, or it's strongly recommended you have Flash Sweat on, because then you will take way less damage from the lava. And that's how you're supposed to get those items, I'm pretty sure. That's the idea. Because if you go in there without Flash Sweat on, the lava freaking murders you. And so if you don't, like, heal rapidly, it is so hard to get those items. You're basically dead just from wandering in there. It's something I wish I knew in my main channel playthrough. Yet another reason why I wanted to redo this. But yeah. I think I was in the middle of a topic before I got disconnected. I don't remember what that topic was. So yeah. We're just going to climb this ladder in peace. I guess I was still talking about I might play Shadow of the Erdtree sometime. No, I wasn't, but, you know, I'm gonna just reinforce that. Treasure ahead. Wow, thanks. I would never have noticed this treasure without your guidance. The Dragon Rider... What the hell was that? Why did I slide off of that? What the... Alright, whatever. Isn't Dragon Rider the name of a boss in Dark Souls 2? That might be a Dark Souls 2 reference. People always talk about, like, oh, this game references Dark Souls 1 way too much. But it actually references Dark Souls 2 as well. A lot. A lot of the items returned from that game. I guess what they mean is, like, there's too many callbacks to previous Dark Souls games that this game doesn't feel like it has an identity of its own. Okay, I guess we're just going offline. Okay, fine. Fucking fine. I guess we're just gonna go offline. I didn't want to play online anyway. Wow, is the Dark Souls 3 server just having trouble, or what? What's happening? Is it my computer's Wi-Fi issue? Well, thank you for saving me from that shooter thing, because now it doesn't shoot all 3 shots, because I quit and reloaded. Hold on, let me pause and check my computer real quick. Alright, everything appears to be fine. I don't know. Because I was partially worried that, like, because there's a hacking situation in Dark Souls 1, that maybe there's another hacking situation happening here at the same time. Maybe I got DDoSed by a player who somehow joined me. But no, it's just the Dark Souls 3 servers are not happy today. Whatever. I'm okay with that. I wasn't gonna do anything online anyway. I was just gonna read messages for fun. But it looks like that can't happen. Such a shame. There will be more opportunities later, though, for online play. Or online showcase. Okay, there we go. Bone Wheel skeletons have definitely been made a lot better in this game. I saw how they're like in Dark Souls 1. They look horrendous. Dark Souls 3 is one of the video games of all time. I wonder if it's like they tried to make the collision too high quality, or it's like they made the environment so detailed they felt like they should have the collision match more closely, and they really like threw together the collision maps for the ground and stuff, and so it's just wild. And so there's weird ramps like that, and the enemies can just ride up them into the walls, like. Because I don't know how that happens all the time in this game, but never in the previous games. I think Dark Souls 3 is definitely the jankiest From Software game. Dark Souls 2, maybe, but I haven't played it. I can only take the words of others. So that is the pathway down to Irithyll Dungeon that we crossed. That's the bridge we went across. Though, there's a little caveat with that. The bridge to Irithyll Dungeon, in terms of actual game space, is not in this direction at all. It's actually in that direction. But they added a view here. They were hoping that being underground long enough would disorient you enough that you would forget where the game's locations are. You know what? Fair enough. I'm sure it worked on most people. Credit to Illusory Wall for making that video going over Dark Souls 3's world layout. It's cool. I'm not going to do the same segment I did in my main channel playthrough. I do think that segment was a little drawn out, and some of that stuff was self-explanatory, and I could have gone over it as the series went on instead of, like, loading it all in that one video. Still, though, I just thought the facts were interesting, and I just felt like making a dedicated section talking about it. Though that was mostly inspired by, Chugga Conroy doing the same kind of thing for his Splatoon playthroughs, where he would have this whole segment where he'd talk about how the online maps are connected in one cohesive world. Okay, I think I'm gonna honestly Great Heavy Soul Arrow this guy. Neither of them have white eyes, thankfully. Oh, okay. I don't think I can attack you anymore with spells without dying. Okay, cool. I wonder if the Pontiff's right eye thing would have actually gotten me the kill there a hit earlier. Not really sure. Okay, so now that we're up at this thing, and now that this thing has served its purpose for me... Well, actually, there is something else you can use it on, but that's all I wanted to use it on. So I'm going to pull this lever and turn it off, and that will no longer shoot at you when you're out in that main field, and thank goodness for that. You can see there used to be a bunch of giants operating it, which makes sense, because this is a suitably giant machine. It would fit in just fine for them. Okay, we don't want to drop down from here. I would like to scan the area for any potential items, and then I shall be on my way back down. We're getting through this area pretty fast, though there is still some optional stuff. There's the stuff in the lava in the catacombs that I want to go get. The Demon Ruins is its official name. And that might involve some deaths and some backtracking, and, but that's fine. We're used to it at this point. Oh man, I remember, this area has so many illusory wall sounds. I don't know how, or so many illusory walls. I don't know how I'm gonna edit in all the illusory wall sounds. I think that's the only bit of fall damage you take from this. If I recall correctly. IIRC? There's some of those, like, four-letter acronyms that that's hard for me to remember, like AFAIK, which is, I think, as far as I know. That one's kind of hard for me to remember. Oh, you can hear it growling before it comes out. Yeah, remember the sandworm over here. And I think IIRC was one of them for a long time, but now I remember. It sticks in my memory kind of well. Okay, I'm gonna avoid going over there still. Gonna run back this way. Look out for holes in front of me. Can it attack me from all the way there, I wonder? It's just kind of yelling at the sky. There's a really easy way to take care of it, and that is to get behind it, because once you're behind it, it actually doesn't turn around for you at all. All of its attacks are aimed out in this direction towards the open area. And so if you just get behind it, you basically avoid the majority of them. There's only like one thing to worry about beyond that. Drop here. Oh no, I just remembered this guy's back. Okay, I might... Oh god. This pyromancer around this corner. Yeah, he's here. I might just want to... Alright, that's fine. That works. I got a lot of souls. Let's head back. I want to buy the Chaos Fire Orb. I also want to maybe level up if I can. I'll check how many souls I need, because I think I have like 2,400. Okay, no, 2,100. I need 1,800 to level up, but I need 1,000, or not 1,000. And that's 18,000. Replace every 100 I said with 1,000, and that's how many souls. That's how many souls I have. I don't need it yet. I mean, I'm still just using like regular sorceries. I'm gonna keep going with that. I'm gonna keep forgetting to use them more accurately, but yeah. Let's just level up. Let's see. Dex would be nice, I think, so that I can get more damage out of this weapon. Yeah, 204 to 208. Sure. I'd like to level up endurance a fair bit. I am going to get a ring relatively soon in progression that will boost stamina, but again, it's a ring, and I do like to switch my rings on and off. I'm not one of those players that like goes for a set of rings and wears that and nothing else for the whole game. I do like to switch around what rings I have. I'm like, yeah, let me like boost this for this place, or let me give myself a little boost in this because I feel like it. Okay, this right here is an illusory wall. I think it's one of the last ones. I think there's only one more beyond this point. Oh, okay. Hello. We have this way first. Hi, what's up? Okay. So these guys... I think these ones are weak to magic. Yes. So they are, they're weak to, or they're strong against physical damage and fire damage, since they're all fiery, but these ones are weak to magic damage. So that's what you want to use. Estus Shard, and that. How do I get there again? I think that drops you back into, like, the rat area. I don't think you can make the jump across that pit, but I'll try anyway. Nope. The physics say no. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Get out of there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sound like the tutorial guy, and I'm on observation duty. I can't remember. Is he coming after me? He is. Hey, that room deloads when I step into that hallway. I don't think that was intended to be seen. Take it. 173 damage. Get your neck snapped. If you're wondering what that was referencing, SCP-173, the statue that snaps your neck if you don't look at it. From SCP Container Breach. Great game. Really weird, but great game. Right now, I cannot remember how you get over there. How you get over to that, area with the thing. I think that could be, like, later? I forgot all these guys know you're here. Could be through this room. Plunge attacked one of them. Cool. I hit that forever ago, and I actually didn't want to attack anymore, but sure, okay, game, do what you want. Okay, now, you can destroy these. I can destroy them in one hit with my magic, which is very nice to know. Aha! Get fucked. Oh, I'm getting pwned too. Yeah, so whenever these guys chant like that or make that noise, they summon another one of those flaming balls in, and those add up. They suck. Yeah. It's really hard to heal when like a bunch of them are shooting at you, so you really have to find a safe pillar, get behind it. Any more? Okay, no, this is the beginning of the room. These are the only ones I want to say. Oh, shoot. Yeah, these guys can be really rough if they get their orbs up. Oh my god, and my cast time is so slow. Oh my god. This is why I hate them. This is why I hate them. Okay, yeah. So I don't... That secret route to get in there, it's a nice shortcut, but it also puts you directly in their line of sight. I think it might be better to approach that room from the first wave. It's my first death this episode, and I haven't been keeping track of deaths just because I've completely forgotten to, but there is actually a good way I can do that without editing, and that is to turn on the replay buffer in OBS and make a replay of every death I have. Not only could I then easily make a death compilation if I really wanted to, but then I could just count how many replays I made, and that's how many times I died in the game. Sadly, it's too late in this playthrough for me to have thought of that. Yeah. We get it. Am I level 60 yet? Okay, I'm about to hit level 60. That's when, 60 is a multiple of 15, so that's when I'm gonna have to change my Covenant icon to the next one. Oh god, okay. Okay, guys, okay. These two are annoying. This is my one fear with this video, is that a lot of it's gonna be me running back to where I already was. I hate you. I am hitting you, alright? I totally hit you that first time. I don't care what you have to say. That still hits me. Oh my god, fuck off. Don't make me rage at you. Come on. Rage is best saved for the boss. That's when it's most fitting. Not for those tiny asshats. Yeah. I love their screams when they die. Put this on. That way I don't have to use a heal yet. Okay, so yeah, if I approach... One of them sees me and is coming over. Well, I hope to God you don't chain pull with the other one, please. You don't stagger, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna die. You're putting one up here. He's like, yeah, so? Get good! I agree with you, man. I have to. Kind of have to, like, stay moving. Okay, good. The orbs belonging to the one who spawned them disappear. So I wonder, are those orbs there from the beginning, or are they, like, spawning them in off screen? Okay. I'd like to get this guy over here, away from his orbs. Away from his precious orbs. I've used a lot of heals, haven't I? Yeah, I have 4 left. God damn, that's not good. I interrupted that bullshit. I didn't stop that one, but it's fine. You're almost dead. Got you. Okay. That should get rid of the rest of them. Thank God. All right. There are more of them, unfortunately, on the second level, but that gets rid of all the ones down here. I like, you see that one skeleton that's like really happy, excited about something? This one's staring at me menacingly, and this one's like, haha, this is fun. I like sticking to the wall. Like Papyrus. Okay, there's a pyromancer guy up there that sees me, that's fine. Okay, you're there, you're a trap. I remember you from my main channel playthrough. You sucked. I hated you. Get out of here. Idiot. There we go. Undead Bone Shards. That's Estus Shard and Undead Bone Shard collected. I still think there is, like, a big pyromancy tome that I haven't gotten. Did these drop from these guys, or? Not really sure. Okay, there's a staircase here, so maybe this place leads to it? I'm not really sure. Uh-oh. Oh god, it's Grooze, It's Grooze from Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This weapon bouncing off the wall thing, I could really do without. Okay. 420 blaze it. Could I get a refill on Estus, maybe Haps? Please? 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 Well, to be fair, I never had to drink an Estus for any of those last few enemy kills, so I'm still doing fine. This area is... What's emitting this light? Where is this light coming from? Is this supposed to be here? FromSoft. What is this weird game you've made and thrown together in like a month? I think I've mentioned it before, Dark Souls 3 did have a very short development time. Released 1 year after Bloodborne, so... There's another set of stairs here. Is that the last illusory wall, perhaps? Okay. Alright, if you'd like, you could move this way, away from your creations. If you'd like, you could move away from them, so, you know. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone, you know? He doesn't seem to think so. He's staying over there. Okay. I guess I can start destroying them. It's probably gonna get blocked. Yeah, of course it is. Got that one. Crap. I keep forgetting they don't stagger. I keep expecting it. Okay. I don't want to be here. Like, running should be suffice to avoid that. Okay, good. 2 hit staggers him. Get dead. Thank you. Oh, man. Ember! Hey! Makes up for the one I lost. Titanite Shard, and I want to say over here is a bonfire. That also actually deposits me on the opposite side of, the big lake. By the sand room, you can hear it growling. Ah, yes, now that we've actually killed him down here, I think, you can summon Nightslayer Sorig as a companion. I don't need him. And frankly, I don't want to summon him. He's tried to kill me 2 different times, so why would I want to summon him? Also, why is he an invader one time and then a real NPC the next? I wish that shit could be explained. Like, why is this guy real here, but then this phantom in this other place? I don't really get that. Same thing for when, like, say an Elden Ring, an NPC you once met as a friend is suddenly attacking you. Like, you're in a late game and suddenly they're invading you. Like, what the hell happened? Can we get an explanation for that isn't buried in item descriptions, please? Because, like, it just seems to happen out of nowhere. It makes the game feel too video gamey to me. It ruins some of the immersion that they set up decently well with the NPC's questline, but then they just randomly invade you, and it's like, well, why? I just wish there could be an actual story you can follow in these games that wasn't just, you know, go kill the strong people and then win, and you did it, yay, you're strong and you can perpetuate the world, wow, look at you go. That's like the most story you ever get. Aside from that, it's just lore. Everyone talks in riddles. Every NPC in these games knows more than you do, and it's just like, I don't really know how to continue this without pissing people off, but frankly is definitely gonna piss people off. Hey, this wall looks suspicious. There we go. I think I found the way to a secret area, even if it isn't. Okay, I found the way to this, and then this I think goes down to a lava place. I forgot to put on the pyromancy. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go do that real quick. Anyway, this is Quaylana Pyromancy Tome. Cool. These pyromancies can only be taught by a female master. Ooh, okay, so this has to be given to Carla, because Cornix is a guy. Quaylana, the sole surviving witch of Izalith, once accepted a human pupil, but after the pupil moved on, she never took another. Odd, is that referring to the player character from Dark Souls 1? Because Quaylana was in Dark Souls 1. You could meet her and join a covenant that she was in. Oh yeah, there's also this. I should remember to give this to the dude at some point. Alright, well, I mean, since we got some stuff for the shrine, let's just head back to the... That's not the shrine. I was gonna say, we should just head back to the shrine. That's not the shrine. I have to go through another loading screen for that, then. But I do want to say, going back to the story in these games thing, is that Hollow Knight also has a really vague story. And, you know, that can present a problem in that the player doesn't have much reason to actually get into the world, at first, anyway. They have no objective on where to go because the story's so vague. However, I don't mind it as much in that game.
Yeah.
See if you say anything here.
Another pyromancy tome, have we? Quelana, Witch of Izalith. Well, this is a fascinating pyromancy. I may be a heretical sorcerer, but you bring me nothing but pyromancies. Fiendish little lass, you.
I'm trying to embolden your flaming spirit or whatever. I don't know. I think these are what unlocks. Fire Whip, Firestorm, and Rapport. Cool. That used to be called Undead Rapport. Now it's just called Rapport. Okay. Oh yeah, I want this. Dark Edge. That is the edgiest name I've ever seen. Alright, but I don't mind it as much in Hollow Knight, because in Hollow Knight, all of the NPCs you meet know just as much as you. Like, everyone you meet as you explore is also exploring the kingdom along with you. They don't know what happened at Hallow Nest, just like you don't know what happened at Hallow Nest. They don't know why they're there, just like you don't know why they're there. So you're in the same boat, and that kind of shared feeling between you and the in-game characters makes the vague story not feel as bad, because it's a vague story for everyone involved. Whereas here, it's a vague story that you're being left out of and everyone else knows all about, and I'm kind of not a fan of that, but I'll stop there.
Oh my. You've made quite the discovery. This is a scroll of the prodigious Big Hat Logan, a masterful sorcerer, long missed in Vinheim. And now we have his scroll, right here in my very hands.
Very exciting. Okay, was that unlocked? That definitely unlocked stuff. Homing Soul Mass, Soul Spear. Ooh, Soul Spear. 32. Should that be my goal, to get to 32 intelligence so I can not only use Dark Edge but also Soul Spear? It might be. Now I am at getting close to level 60, and my Dark Souls 3 playthroughs typically end at level 100 or so we are running out of level ups. But again, I can always, I think we still haven't been down that one corner. I don't remember how you get there. In the Old King's Antechamber. I don't remember how you freaking get there. Maybe I can look for a hint. I also need to put on that damn pyromancy. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. I can go respec. There we go. Took me way too freaking long to think of that. Okay, Fire and Flash Sword. Haven't been using that, so let's put on Flash Sweat so we can actually use it. That would be nice. Now, I want to go back down this hallway again to see if there's anything... If this place presents any hints on how to get there, which I don't think it does. Wow, that murders. Okay, that murders. That's so great. Do it again. There we go. Why does it cost stamina to cast? I swear you can get to that, like... Okay, there's a doorway to there. It seems like you should be able to get to that just by, like, going down the stairs. That there's some way down there to get there. There's some way down there to get there. Maybe 2 illusory walls? No? Like, I feel like there has to be some place down here that goes up. Man, this is like my first playthrough all over again. I have no idea where this thing goes. Okay, this guy just activates when you go down this corner. I don't know why. He just knows you're there. This is his den. He knows when you're intruding on it. Give me your Titanite shard. I have so many of those now. Might want to consider putting them to use. Okay. I think it's typically the walls that aren't covered in branches that are illusory walls, if there are illusory walls in the area. So I don't think it's anything here. Might have to look this one up, honestly. Like, I just genuinely cannot remember. Well, in any case, I would like to make my way to, the secret, that one door that I stopped at and went back because I needed the pyromancy. Because down there is a lava room, and I need the pyromancy to actually get through the lava without dying. I don't know what that item is. It must be important. What if it's a second Estus shard? In fact, it might be, honestly. I think there is some place in this game that has 2 Estus shards, if I'm not mistaken. What about this? Like, this wall. No, okay. Then here, this isn't quite the area I wanted, I don't think. Well, you know, it doesn't really matter because the hole right here around this corner, this hole drops down to the lava room where the other door went to, so we can just take this. We can just drop inside. First, though, I should definitely equip my Pyromancy Flame and use Flash Sweat. Here it is. Put this on. Let's see how much damage we take from this. Okay, that's still a lot of damage. But that's still a lot of damage. I can't remember how to get there. Is it easier to go from Demon Ruins Bonfire? Let me go back up there. There might actually be another place up there I missed. So, now let me go to the Demon Ruins Bonfire instead. My souls are down there. Whatever. It wasn't any souls at all. Cell key. Key to a cell holding thieves and the like. There's no shortage of rash thieves in Lothric. My computer loads too fast for those loading screens to actually give you any useful information. Yeah, how dare you, computer? You load too fast. You get me back into playing the game too quickly. Okay, that's just the secret. That's just the shortcut tunnel on the opposite side there. Well, this is on the same level as that one item, so maybe this place goes to it? Oh my god, there's 3 of these guys. Oh, and one of them's poison! Do you guys know how object permanence works? You guys got any? Apparently not. What the, okay, here you go. Okay, come on. Why are you walking away? What? You did not help yourself there, my friend. These guys don't drop, like, any souls at all. Like 100? That's like first area level crap. Okay. How about this way? Yeah, I don't think I've been in here yet. So, it's good for me to go this way anyway. Even if this isn't the way I wanted to go. These guys have a devastating kick attack that wiped me out of my main channel playthrough, so I'm gonna avoid it. Yeet! Oh no! Like that. I think this is the item. Yes, it's an ember. Okay. Moving on from that. Okay, so you know what I think would help? So my freaking... It doesn't stop... Flash Sweat helps a lot, but it doesn't block that much damage. How's my fire resistance right now? Okay, I don't think my armor's helping. So what I want to do is I'm going to find the best fire resistant armor. I'm going to put that on. Looks to be the Maiden set. No, wait, that's lightning I'm looking at. Actually, no, the Maiden set is good. Okay. Sure, Maiden set it is. Maiden set's like one of the highest numbers I see here. There's some that match it. Oh, there's a 3.7 up here. That, sure. Are Fallen Knight actually better? Wait. No, Fallen Knight chest piece isn't. Okay, but leggings are. Alright, well now I'm at 34. Gonna scroll through the list, see if there's any way I can make it better. This, sure. Conjurator set makes sense, because that's a Pyromancer armor set. Where was that? Katarina armor. I'd rather not. How about antiquated dress? Okay, that's it for that. And the Pyromancer crown might be one of the best. Oh wait, I saw blue. A Katarina helm, no. That might, okay, you know, nah. It looks terrible. Let's just leave this on. Okay, so now I have a good amount of fire protection. Now I just have to get back to wherever the fuck that was. I am so done with you. Shut up. I'm running low on heals already. How do you, where was the way to get in? Oh, wasn't it in here? You guys have literally, like, 2 health. Okay. Yes, it's right here. Okay. So with this, we should be able to have a clearer shot to the end, assuming we use everything effectively. But will I use everything effectively? Find out today! So there's a bunch of those stupid fire slimes inside. I'm okay with dying in here. How many rings of sacrifice do I have? I got 2. I'm okay with dying in here. Souls? Yeah, I don't have anything, so... we should be good. Ember up as well, just so I have more health. Okay, that's a weird visual effect. I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Let's go. Toxic Mist. And other item collected. I'm okay with dying. Now there's just one other lava pool in the region where we can do this. This is a little stupid in my opinion. I like that they want you to use the pyromancy to really lower your damage taken from lava, but I also think it is a little stupid to have you just run straight through lava that's burning your health at 5 miles an hour to get some items. It's just, I don't know how to feel about that. Ow. But overall, it's okay. I'm more okay with it than I was before when I didn't know to use Flash Sweat on it, and I was just trying to go in without, you know, without the Pyromancy, and with the Pyromancy it makes it so much easier to get stuff. And so I was like taking a fuck ton of damage from the lava, and it was bad. Okay, so I want to go this way, past the giant rat, past the basilisks. That's where this next lava pool is. Then we should be done with everything there is to collect in the Demon Ruins area. So now there's just the lake left. And I'll start off by taking care of the sandworm. We'll collect everything out in the lake, and then we'll head for the boss, which is, funnily enough, not down here in the Demon Ruins. It is up at the lake, and you technically can just, like, go right for it whenever you like. It's kind of neat. I like that the boss is just right there, accessible whenever you like. But of course, we're going to do it last because that's how we do things here at Omencito, or Omencito, rather. You know, that's how I do things. Save the bust for last. I know, that sucked. Worst joke. I was actually trying to go for the left attack there, but it's fine. All right, there we go. I just tanked the curse and I didn't even fill up halfway. There's another recommendation for basilisks. Find the curse bite ring. It's in Profaned Capital, in the swamp. Go down there, get it, you should be good. Okay, once again, I don't really care about dying here, so I'm gonna run down. Item there, item there. That's a little far, but should still be doable. Get this in hand. Prepare Flash Sweat. I do have FP, enough FP to use it. Once again, I think I'd like to Ember. Just so I have the health. Let's go. Got it. Even if I die here, that's okay. Yep, I did. Whatever. We got it. So that's Sacred Flame, White Hair Branch, Toxic Mist, whatever that last item was. I think, wasn't it just like an Ember? Or something? We'll see when I respawn. Yeah, it was just an Ember. I got that Ember back. Happy about that. Now let's see the rest of them, just because, you know, they're a little special. Enyi! Yeah, isn't that a character in Dark Souls 1? Enyi? Was that like the decrepit guy in front of Quaylana's chamber? Sorry, once again, I was taking a drink. As barbaric as it seems, this may in fact be quite fitting for the savage pyromancers to consider themselves servants of the divine. Okay, cool. Sacred Flame, bursts inside foes and ignites. I don't think I've seen an enemy use this, and I do have the requirements for it, so what the hell? Let's try this on something. Let's see what this looks like. Now, my thingy, my Pyromancy Flame isn't upgraded at all. I have a lot of Titanite shards, so I could go do that, but, you know. This is laziness. Yeah, there's the boss right here at the end. And you can just run right over here, get past the sandworm, and go in there whenever you like. But I think you are vaguely intended to exit from there to get to the boss. I don't know. The level design in this area is definitely weird, but I kind of like it. It's a very open-ended area, more so than the others. Okay, here's the sandworm, so what we want to do is summon it out of the ground. We don't want to touch it while it's moving, that will damage us. Wait for it to stop, and then we go in and hit it. Okay, yeah, and then we do want to dodge away from it when it's doing that. But yeah, as you can see, it's just blasting out towards the open. We're not over there, so we're free to just hit at it from behind. You want to be careful here. Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't avoid that area. Whenever it's curling around like this, you want to get a couple hits and then move away from it. Like that. There we go. Could have probably gotten a third hit in there. Okay, good. It's doing this again. I'd like to see it. Oh, wow. It's actually moving a lot more. What the hell is it doing? Oh, none of that's aimed after me, so I don't care. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Good thing none of those are instant kills. Are you doing lightning or melee again? Melee again. That's not what I like to see, because then I can't really hit you as easily. I'm gonna stay here. This should be safe. It's not safe. Never mind. Alright, what do I know about fighting this guy, huh? Lightning, okay. I have no idea where its health bar is. It is there somewhere. Just, like, really far up. It's half dead. I see it. I saw a glimpse of it just then. There we go. It's definitely a very boring fight if you cheese it like this, but I mean, I'd rather do this than fight it normally, personally. Okay, I think it's doing a different lightning attack. Can't really tell. Okay, it's really close to dead now. It's doing melee again. It's doing melee again. I'm just gonna stay out of the way of this one. I'm gonna wait for it to do an attack I know. Okay. Now I see where you can stand safely from that. Doing melee again. Where am I? Oh, I killed it. Okay, good. Oh, right. There's 2 undead bone shards here. That's what I was thinking of. Wow. It's so nice to have peace and quiet down here. Honestly, it is. Let me switch out of this terrible looking outfit, like, immediately. I'm gonna put the black leather set back on. There we go. The Shield of Want. I believe these two are also a reference to Dark Souls 2. The Shield of Wanting. I want a shield. I want a Werther's. That's not right. Where's it? Right here. King was consumed by an all-consuming thirst. In the end, he was no king. Yeah, fuck you, king. I don't know who that was, but fuck you. You were no king. Alright, I'm down to 5 S's. That is perfectly fine. Because I think what I want to do... Sorry, my nose filling up with stuff. What I want to do now is head over here. If you remember, there were a bunch of giant enemy crabs in this direction. I would like to fight them. So, cue the crab killing montage, I guess. You know... I might pause recording and just, like, kill all of them. I'll kill one to use the Sacred Flame spell. Like, how does this work? Oh, it's like I have to be close to put it in. Wow, cool. That was really useful. Alright, after I kill this guy, I'm gonna pause recording and then kill all these crabs and see what happens. Unless they kill me first, which is entirely possible. Ow. 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 Perfect. Yeah, it's just gonna be, imagine that, but repeated like 7 times, and that's what the next footage is gonna be. So I shall see you in a second. Momentarily resuming because there's an item over here, and I want to show this on camera. What is it? Chaos Gem. Okay, cool. I don't think I've actually looked at those. Hold on a second. Fire damage, scale with intelligence and faith. Cool, so they're just like this, but they scale. Neat. Kind of like that. I killed every single crab. All of them just dropped me a Titanite shard. There's nothing special you get for killing all of them. It's just, sometimes, I think, if you kill a certain group of enemies, you get a reward for it. And I was wondering if that was the case here. It is not. Speaking of which, those the group of enemies in Farron Keep, I should go back for those at some point. This video hasn't been going on too long, so if there's time, and we only have like 2 things left to see down here, so if there's time, I might go back and get those like at the end, so we can actually just have them. No other reason, really. I'm going here to rest at the bonfire because I did end up using all the remainder of my Estus in all of that, so I'm just gonna rest here, get it all back, because there's one more thing I'd like to do before the boss. And we are close by it, so that's why I wanted to stop at this bonfire instead of the other one. Smouldering Lake, indeed. Yep, I get it. This is Smouldering Lake. You got that right, my friend. I want to say I've collected every item out here. It's not like I left out the H. Out here. Oh my god, my thumb does not like holding down the run button for that long. There we go. How about I do that instead? How about I just don't try to turn the camera with the... while running. There we go. That's much more comfortable, much more pleasant on my hands. Thank you. Twinkling Titanite. Oh, another one. Okay. Wow, there's some noises happening. There's like dark noise. Are you kidding me, game? You better kill that one. Kill it. Kill it. Give me the drops. Yeah, thank you. That's 2 for 2 on crystal lizards that can go through walls, and that's the second thing that's gone through a wall this video. I do love this sound effect, though. It's very loud wind. That's in-game, right? Okay, yes. Yeah, it is. I was, like, taking off my headset to see if it's happening in real life, but no. Here we are. Face to face. Against Horus. Horus the Hushed. This is what happened to him. He went off, wandered away from Henri while venturing through the catacombs, and then seemingly went hollow. Maybe he has a tie to Karthus, or not Karthus, to Izalith. And he discovered the state of his home, maybe? And so he went hollow from that? I'm not really sure. That might just be something I made up here, but hey. It's cool. I'd like to believe that it is. I think I will believe that it is, no matter what the true explanation is, if there is one. Because otherwise, yeah, what the hell are you fighting me, Horus? People are going mad, people are going hollow, people are fighting each other. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here. That's just what Dark Souls is. It's a shame, but that's just how it is. So, you can, at this point, go back to tell Henri about Horus's whereabouts. If you haven't killed Horus, Henri will go to look for him, and they will die in the process. Horus will kill them. If you kill Horus, though, right here, then Henri will make a grave for Horus in this location. There we go. I don't know if I can see that anymore. I probably should have come down here and done this first before going out to Irithyll then, because I think once you're in Irithyll, once you have that encounter with Henri in that one room, that's the last chance you have to tell them about Horus's whereabouts. But we'll see. Henri's currently alive in my game, so maybe we'll get another chance. The Llewellyn Shield. I'll check out those other things, the other items as we go. Okay, that's just nothing. Carried by the Great Smith. Oh, cool, the Great Smith. I think this item is particularly hard to get. Nice item corpse, though. I like how the item corpse got punctured by a stalagmite. Looks gruesome. Yeah, we can kind of see up into the catacombs from there. That's cool, I guess. I mean, the state of Horus isn't very cool, but the connectivity to the rest of the world is cool. Kind of, right? Oh man, that ambient sound was so cool. Underused in this game. I think that's the only time it plays, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. I don't have that many of those, so I guess I'll just make a run, make a journey across Smouldering Lake again, because I think I've gotten every item there is. Every important item there is. Like the speckled stone plate ring. I think that's the only real important thing I wanted to get out here. If there's something else, it's like a Titanite shard around the corner, whatever. We can go without Titanite shards. It's okay. We don't need every single Titanite shard. I've got a lot of them. I really have no excuse not to level up the Pyromancy Flame in case I wanted to use Pyromancies later on, which I did say I was interested in, so I should definitely do that. However, though, we have cleared out this whole area full of secrets, and all of its secrets, I mean. All of its items. We've even gotten all the items in the lava areas, which is a lot better than I did in my main channel playthrough. So yeah, that was quicker than I thought it would be. I guess I didn't die nearly as often. I died a couple times, but that was really it. I set this bonfire to replenish my resources on everything. Why don't I put on, like, Great Magic Weapon or whatever again? Pharaoh and Flash Sword really isn't that good. I think I'd rather have Great Magic Weapon on. That said, will Great Magic Weapon help against the boss? I don't know. It might. There might be, like, a love triangle. No, weakness triangle, like fire's weak to magic and whatnot. There is an NPC summon you can summon around here. I think they have a funny name, so I might actually... I don't know. I don't think it's worth doing. I'd rather, like, Ember Up in the middle of the battle so I can use that heal. I like doing that, so... I don't think I'm gonna Ember Up, but the guy out here you can summon is a Pyromancer with a funny name. Hey there. Are you the last demon of your kind? Yes! Alright, here we go. The old Demon King, one of the last remaining demons in the land of Lothric. He's got a big hammer that explodes every time it hits the ground. He's taking a lot of damage from my weapon, holy crap. Let me try using the Great Magic Weapon buff. Okay, but he deals a lot of damage in return, so it's not perfect. Okay, watch out for that. Now let me do this. Put on a buff. Okay, it's not very much. So yeah, he's resistant against magic damage. From what I understand, old Demon King is resistant against almost everything, really. Like, Frostbite doesn't work on him. He's so hot, he doesn't even care about Frostbite. That's the main notable thing, if you're using Earthil Straightsword like I was. So yeah, I guess you just have to get good, like, physical damage weapon going, and here you go. This is his phase 2. I think he has, like, a couple new attacks. I'm hoping I can show all of his moves. Whoa, but, okay. He's got some cool, like, shockwave-based attacks. I think he's about to do one of them. Yeah, so he sends a shockwave, and I have to dodge through it, and then I think it eventually goes back towards him. There's some attack that works like that. I don't know if it's that one in particular or what. He also can rain down flaming rocks from the sky as another big attack. I think he's doing that right now. So, let me just get out of the way of that, yeah. Those are mainly all of his attacks. I think, like, there's a variant of the shockwave attack where he can send a second one. I know that for sure. I don't know how it behaves exactly. We may or may not be seeing it. Okay, he's about to do it again here. Oh, yep. I'm gonna die, actually, yep. Okay. I dodged the wrong direction. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Didn't die at all to him in my main channel playthrough, but we might be a little less lucky here, and that's okay. Honestly, I kind of want to learn this guy more, because I feel like I always blindside him. It's either that I'm doing so little damage that this battle is a freaking nightmare to play, or I just wipe him out in an instant. That's always how this guy is, for me. Like, maybe I should have done this area before Earthil Dungeon. I don't know. Alright, let's go again. I had, from what I remember, a decent number of souls from those crabs, so I definitely want to go get that. Hitting him in the crotch, poor guy. Oh, okay. I do want to see, I'm going to use like a pure magic attack on him just to see how resistant he is. Okay, not as resistant as I thought. Okay. Just still, my physical... Cool, alright, whatever. Whatever, man, whatever. I've never seen him do that combo before. I didn't know it could go on that long. Alright. Somebody likes his long combos, doesn't he? Someone likes his big, meaty combos from Wendy's. Alright, we get it. Here I am getting annoyed again. Alright. Sprint, 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 sprint. Out of stamina. Sprint, 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 sprint. Do you... No, I think I'm thinking of online. Never mind. I think his design is meant to resemble the Flame Lurker from Demon Souls, because he only has that one bright eye. And Flame Lurker looked like that as well, and there was that whole controversy of how the Demon Souls remake was originally going to remove that. And then they actually added it back in before the game came out. Cool. Cool. You're opening yourself up a lot here. Never mind, your tail can hurt. I didn't know that. Okay. I just ate your weapon. Oh god, that's a shockwave. Okay. You know what? Ember. Let's go, there we go. Not only do I have the health boost, but I healed as well without using an Estus. He's defensed. He did not take as much damage from that. Okay. Okay, here's the shockwave. Can I... Oh, okay, I can just stay far away. That works. Why didn't I dodge? I should have known that that would happen. That attack is weird because I feel like I get stuck in front of him and I can't move past his limbs, so I can't dodge out of the way of it. Okay, okay. Now I just go away. Now I just move out of the way of that. Cool, cool, cool. He can do a lot of damage, so I'm not going to take a chance. Let's yeet. Yeeted myself over those flames. I didn't touch the fight. Yeah, see, like, I get stuck on his leg there. Maybe I'm just going the wrong way. He extends his right leg out, so maybe I can dodge to the right instead. Okay, no, they're coming down, they're coming down. Oh, right, I forgot about that. He has that final desperation move, and then he attacks... His attacks are far weaker from this point in the battle. Oh, that's the one that goes back in. I knew that was somewhere. But is that all he has left in him? Oh, now it's coming back out. I'm just gonna run away from that. It goes away. That was all the strength left in him. He used it up on that final blast attack. And now... you just beat up on him until he's dead. I like that. Cool attention to detail. I like the boss getting weaker just before it's done. Just like with the Hollow Knight in Hollow Knight and Sif in Dark Souls 1 as well. It makes the ending feel a lot more emotional, because like the old Demon King was one of the last of his kind. And now he's dead. Because of me. Sorry, demons! Hey man, he attacked me first. Don't get too mad. Don't get too upset. Okay. Shriveled old Demon King is now like a clump of burnt ash, but he is the last living witness of the Chaos of Izalith, so every other demon is basically dead, aside from that one stray demon guarding the way into Lothric. Alright. Well, that was very fun and cool. Let's head back to Firelink Shrine. And I definitely feel like I got to learn him a little more. I forgot about that blast attack at the end, but that's because I just forgot. If I remembered it, I would have been able to avoid it.
Welcome home.
Speak.
Then take.
Very well, then take.
I shall take some endurance. Intelligence. I think I should start leveling that. And as for purchasing, well, I think I just used up all the souls I have to purchase, so let's transpose instead and hope the transposing doesn't cost too many souls.
So,
I have, indeed. Alright, what do we have? Old King's Great Hammer. Cool, its weapon has survived since Old Izalith and is imbued with remnants of the Chaos Flame. Remnants? Like FNAF? Okay, this costs 5,000, and I am actually somewhat interested in this. Hurl Chaos Flame that scorches vicinity. I can use this, and I have seen this spell in action. It looks really cool, so I think I am going to use my souls, my soul items, because I've got a fair amount of them. I can use a bunch of these, like 4, sure. Okay, that's plenty. Aha! Thank you. What's its description? Birth of the beings, traces of the tumultuous seabed that birth the beings known as demons, the Chaos Flame. Demons formed from fire, spore its smoldering essence, and perish soon after. Man shares this rapport with the flames to this day. Oh. Sorry. No. Do not be away over long. That's not what he sounds like at all. It's just what he sounds like to me. Alright, let's talk to you. So I want to get my Pyromancy Flame leveled up. Nothing else to spend these shards on, so let's just do it. Is +5 the last one? No, it's not. Okay, let's get to like +5. But I don't think... Actually, I don't think my staff is +5 yet, so let's go talk to this guy.
Tis what need.
Well, it's good to see ye in good health. Yeah, let's get this upgraded too. Wow, I have so many upgrade resources that I should have spent. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I don't think we need to go like all the way to +10 yet or anything. Like we could, but I don't think it's necessary to. And that is, yeah, I need 20,000 souls to level up. I mean, I've got them. So let's just use like 3 of these. That should be enough, maybe, possibly. Yes, indeed. Let's get one more level up. And, yeah. Very soon I will be acquiring the weapon I'm interested in using. So I might want to go with strength. I'm gonna need the strength for it. And with that, I'm now level 60, so I can switch on the next Covenant symbol, if I have it. Do I have it? Okay, good. I have Mound Makers. Look at that. I have, quote, ranked up. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get into a new outfit for next time, just so I'm not, you know, keeping the same one on next time. Court Sorcerer set. Looks kind of okay. There's also the old Sorcerer coat. There's a lot I haven't worn yet. Why don't I go with the antiquated dress, though? For some reason, I feel like that'll look fine. Oh, yeah. I really like this one, so yeah. We'll go with this. Kind of suits my blue hair and skin and all that. All right, well, that's all I had planned for this video. It's only an hour and 33 minutes, but that's fine. With how many 2-hour videos there have been, I'm sure some of you are welcoming that. So yeah, this will also be a very quick wet render once I'm done with this, assuming the recording isn't corrupted or anything. I still have not had that happen yet. I'm surprised that after this many recordings I've made, none of them have been corrupted. Maybe it's more common in capture cards, because like I hear people who have their recordings get corrupted all the time. And some get their recordings corrupted from the game crashing. I'm like, how does that happen? Maybe I'm just lucky that I have avoided it all this time, but yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode. Next time on Dark Souls 3, we'll finally head back to Pontiff Sullivan's Chapel and continue past it to whatever else Irithyll has in store, and hopefully that'll take us on the path of the final Lord of Cinder we have to hunt down. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.